April showers bring free games. But are this month's PlayStation Plus titles a flood of must-play hits or just a drizzly backlog edition? Let's break them down and see if they're worth your time. First up, we have RoboCop Rogue City for PS5, a game that lets you step into the oversized metallic boots of one of the most iconic law enforcement officers in cinematic history. This isn't your average first-person shooter. RoboCop moves exactly how you'd expect: slow, methodical, and powerful.
Drop it, scum!
While most modern FPS games focus on speed and twitch reflexes, Rogue City forces you to embrace RoboCop's unstoppable nature. Instead of running and gunning, you're a walking tank who absorbs bullets like they're mere inconveniences. You can pick up enemies and throw them like ragdolls, scan crime scenes with a built-in detective mode, and decide whether to take a lawful or ruthless approach to upholding the law. The semi-open world lets you patrol the streets of old Detroit, helping citizens investigating crimes and dishing out justice. Or if you prefer, you can just walk into a room and turn criminals into Swiss cheese with your Auto 9 pistol. Totally up to you. Of course, the game isn't without its flaws. RoboCop's heavy movement can feel sluggish at times, and the dialogue often sounds like it was recorded in the 80s and left in a time capsule. I can't tell if that's on purpose to fit the tone or just bad voice acting, but I really liked it. There are also some light RPG elements where you make decisions in conversations that can affect the ending of the story, but not much more. There's also a skill tree, and your points carry over into New Game Plus, so if you're here for an authentic RoboCop experience, this game delivers in spades. It's like a mid-2000s shooter that is being played on a buffed up machine. It's clunky, but it looks amazing.
Bitches leave.
Bitches, come!
From enforcing the law to running for your life, next up we have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre for both the PS4 and PS5. If you thought Dead by Daylight was intense, this game dials the tension up to 11. This isn't just another asymmetrical horror game where survivors outwit a single killer. Here, the odds are stacked against you even more. In most horror games, you're facing one unkillable threat. Here, it's an entire family of murderers, and you also get to play as them. The game pits 4 victims against 3 members of the Slaughter family, meaning teamwork is more crucial than ever. Survivors must sneak, scavenge, and outthink Leatherface and his bloodthirsty relatives while managing their stamina and sound levels. Every step, every breath, and every poorly timed sprint could alert the killers to your presence. Meanwhile, the killers each have unique abilities. Leatherface obviously comes equipped with his signature chainsaw and can cut through obstacles, while characters like the Hitchhiker can set traps and crawl through tight spaces to ambush victims. The environments play a huge role too. The maps are claustrophobic, dark, and full of hiding spots. But don't get too comfortable. Some places that seem safe might actually be death traps in disguise. It's a cat and mouse game where the mice are underfed, underarmed, and hopelessly outnumbered. And if you're playing as a killer, it's a glorious, blood-soaked hunt. If you enjoy horror multiplayer experiences, but want something a little fresher than the usual 4v1 formula, this one's worth checking out. If you can get into a match, that is. Just don't expect to sleep soundly after a couple of rounds. And now, from survival horror to digital monster raising, we've got Digimon Story, Cyber Sleuth, Hacker's Memory for PS4, proving once again that Pokemon doesn't have a monopoly on collecting adorable creatures and making them fight for our entertainment. But unlike Pokemon, where battles are mostly about cute creatures slapping each other, Cyber Sleuth leans heavily into RPG mechanics with a focus on detective work, hacking, and a deeper narrative. You play as a hacker navigating a digital world that's both fascinating and unsettling. Think Tron meets a noir crime drama with anime aesthetics, and Digimon. The combat is turn-based, but what makes it stand out is the sheer variety of Digimon you can train, over 300 to be precise. Each Digimon can evolve, or digivolve if you want to be lore accurate, into multiple different forms depending on how you raise them, leading to some wild combinations and strategies. The game's hacker theme extends to how you interact with the world. Instead of just running from battle to battle, you'll also be solving digital puzzles, uncovering conspiracies, and dealing with cybercrime. It's a nice change of pace from the usual collect monsters, beat gym leaders formula. That said, the pacing can be a bit slow. Well, very slow. And the hacking elements sometimes feel more like fancy window dressing than actual mechanics. And the human character designs look like offbeat Persona knockoffs with very weird facial expressions. But if you are into JRPGs or just want a game that scratches that nostalgia itch, Hacker's Memory may be a solid pick. It just wasn't for me. Oh wait, wrong franchise. And that's April's PlayStation Plus lineup. Whether you want to enforce justice with RoboCop, survive a horror movie in Texas, or dive into the digital world with Digimon, there's a little something for everyone this month. If I hadn't already played it, then RoboCop would have been my game to play this month. The other two are just not really for me. But tell me, which game are you grabbing first? Let me know in the comments, and of course, like and subscribe for more gaming content. Check out our latest review of the first Berserker Kazan or AI Limit, which both released a couple of days ago. And stay tuned for an upcoming deep dive into Cyberpunk 2077's NPCs. See you next time, and thank you for watching.